forward. And okay, hopefully we're good to go. Okay, here we go. So warming up here. Let me find my notes. All right, we're gonna start with some side squats. So you're just squatting side to side here, nice and easy. If you have a little bit of room tonight, this is gonna turn into shuffles. So if you have only as much room as your mat, then that's fine. But there's things in your way, kind of clear some space. So side to side, we're gonna just take this into a shuffle right away. So just little tiny shuffles to one side, little tiny shuffles to the other side, and just keep it small right here in the warm up. And we'll make it bigger as we get warmed up and we're feeling really good, okay? Hope you guys felt good at those bands. I thought I was gonna be really, really sore because I was right after teaching class, but then the next day felt pretty good. So hopefully you guys experienced the same thing. Moving on, we're gonna go to hinges next. So hinge at the hips, feet underneath the hips, just waking up through the hamstrings. Elbows are open nice and wide. We're keeping our core tight here to support our back. So keep it coming. You've got two more. And then we're gonna go back to those side-to-side squats. So squat side, and then to the other side. Good. Nice and gentle here. I was hoping to be outside, but it was a little bit windy when I was trying to get set up. So I'm here inside with you. Let's do one more and then take shuffle side to side. So the little shuffles. And if you don't feel like shuffling, you can just walk quickly side to side. That's a great option. Good, keep going. Keep going. Perfect. We're gonna do two more in each direction here. So quick feet, quick feet. And last one in each direction. And then we're gonna pause for a moment. Fingers behind your ears. And we've got hinges. So hopefully you feel your heart rate coming up a little bit. I know I am already just with those side shuffles. And you've got two more. And last one right there. And done. All right. We got a little bit of cardio coming up here. So high knees are next. So if you want to start with just regular high knees instead of jumping, you can do that. If you're feeling good, you want to go right into regular high knees. Go ahead and pump those knees high. Waking up the hip flexors here. 4, 3. Now turn it into butt kickers. So heels to your butt. And again, low impact. You can just kick your heels to your butt, no jumping. Otherwise, start pumping your arms. Move around if you've got some space. Keep going. And rest for 1 minute. Take a big inhale. Oh, we're gonna do it again. Okay, back to high knees. Get them up. There's a really short recovery. So you gotta go again. High knees, and you can travel side to side, forward, backward, whatever you wanna do. Come on, high knees, like right up to hip height. I know it's kind of hard. You can do it. And then change, butt kickers. Heels all the way up to your butt. Really feel your legs stretch out. If you feel like you do butt kickers like this, lean back a little bit. It's gonna open up the front of the legs. 4, 3, 2, big inhale. All the way up. And fold yourself in half. And then one more big inhale up. Oh, that feels good. And stretch it out. All right, up next, we are going to take our arms up at 90 degrees and just do some robot arms. Great for waking up the shoulders. There's gonna be a lot more shoulder work and upper back work today with the bands, but it's gonna alternate with leg work. So you'll always get a break from upper to lower. I shouldn't say always, almost always. Get a break from upper to lower. Don't wanna lie to you. Let's do one more in each direction. And then I want you to take your body, hinge, knees are bent and squat. You're gonna punch down, okay? Punch, punch, punch. So while you're punching, the core is engaged. You're also warming up your shoulders. Okay, that feels pretty good. We're gonna do this with weight later on. So that's why we're practicing right now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. Robot arms. You can walk around if you want to with this one. Feels pretty good. I did this on a warm up the other day with my husband, and we were following a video, and he had us do this for like 30 seconds, and we were both like, oh, okay, that's not a warm up anymore. That's painful. One more time in both directions, and roll the shoulders. Hinge, and add those punches. Go, go, go. So from the side here, we're not rounding our back. Butts are down low, and our chests are lifted. Reach across your body. Come on. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around. All right. We've got squat jump. So we're going to start with just a squat and a heel lift. Squat, heel lift. Okay, that is your first level. And then if it feels good, we're just going to do 5 squat jumps. Okay? And then we're going to take this into easy jumping jacks. So tap jacks to begin with. Just get your legs going side to side. If that feels good, give me 5 regular jacks. Ready, set, and go. 5, 4, and one more time. Stand, roll your shoulders. Kick your heels out a little bit. We're going to repeat the squat jumps and the jumping jacks. Low to high intensity. So feet wide, squat down, up onto your toes. Do a few of those. One more. And now squat jumps. Here we go. Your microphones are muted, guys. And one more. Easy tap jacks. Easy tap jacks. Keep going. And then let's take it into 5 regular jumping jacks right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, continuing to warm up. Next up, arm swing. So from the profile here, thumbs are going to go up and back, out to the side, up, and then swing back. All right, so again, up, open out to the side, up, push back. Keep going. Again, a lot of shoulder mobility for today's workout. And back. Nice job. And let's do one more time here. All the way back and release. Okay, so
hey Sarah, can you ask people to mute themselves?
Yes, I will. Hey guys, can you mute yourself, please? Whoever is unmuted. I can help with that if you want me to. Here. Let me see. Maybe I can. Just look at your screen and try to mute yourself, and then that way you won't be the instructor. Okay, so last thing we're going to do here is rotate and rotate. Okay, side to side here. So just pulling your elbows down to your ribs and really feeling a nice crunch through the abdominals. And let's do one more on each side. And then we'll go back into those arm swings again. We're going to add a little bit of leg work with that. So from the side view, bend your knees a little bit, stick back in your heels, and you're going to reach your arms up and open and up, and then swing them back. Okay, up. And you don't have to go this fast. If it feels better to stay longer in some of those stretches, go ahead and do that. And one more time, all the way up. All right, guys. The last thing we'll do is those lat pull downs again. So start by just pulling elbows to ribs, and then add the rotation side to side. Your knees are soft while you're here, so that you're feeling the core working along with the back. And elbows stay wide. They have a tendency to kind of come in tight, but pull them wide. And one more on each side. Last one right there, and shake it all out. All right, last thing you're going to do is lunges. So stepping back into a lunge, just take it at your own pace. The goal here is to wake up your hip flexors and get a little more movement in the legs. Good, keep coming, keep coming. We've got 2 more on each side, and we're going to speed this up and turn it into shuffles. So fast feet here. All it is a shuffle across the floor with arms pumping. Low impact. You're just going to drop your heels to the front. Keep going. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and time is up. Shake out for a moment. You're going to go right back to the lunges. So lunge back, chest is up. Good. If you can see yourself in your screen, check your alignment. Knee is right over your middle of your foot. And we'll do one more on each side right here. Last one, and then finally end up with your shuffles. Come on, pump, pump, pump your arms. And here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, warm up is over. Get a drink of water, okay? And you're gonna get your mini band. You might need 2. You might need like a heavier one and a lighter one, and then a set of weights. And I'm using my more moderate weights tonight because we do have a lot of reps. So completely up to you what you want to do, but that is what I'm going to do. So starting with our mini band, we're going to put our mini band around our quad. So you want to use your heavier mini band for this one. So if you have these ones like I do, I'm going to do the red one. It says heavy. It's a little stretched out, so it's a perfect resistance for right now. We're going to keep our mini band on our legs for this entire set. So don't think about taking it on or off. You may add some weights to the equation, but really what we're going to do right now is just some lateral band walking to get us going, and that will change into some lateral shuffles unless you want to keep it low impact. Okay, let me get the timer on here. We've got 45 seconds for our first one. And side to side, band walking. Let's go. So we're pressing against the band. We want to keep our feet from touching. The band will naturally want to snap your feet together. So keep your feet from touching. If that feels pretty good, then your next option is to add the shuffles, just like you did in the warm-up, but you're gonna feel a lot more tension now in the hips and legs. Okay, so even as you get into that side and you tap, don't let the legs come together. Keep coming. And if this feels good, you want a little bit more, sit your butt back, okay, so that you're deeper in that squat. Almost there. Keep coming. Make sure my timer actually went. Come on, and that is it right there. So walk it out side to side, keep your band exactly where it is, grab your weights, okay? We're gonna keep our feet hip distance apart. We're gonna go down into a bent knee deadlift. So hands are outside and begin. Bent knee deadlift, so you're pressing against that band, hips are back, arms are wide, and chest is lifted tall. Good. And if that doesn't feel good and you need a little break on your knees, you could always do a regular deadlift for a break for the knees, okay? So keep that in mind. I like these bent knee ones because it engages the upper back and causes good posture. Keep going, almost there. Maybe go a little bit deeper, like you're trying to pick those weights up off the floor. Good, knees are tracking with toes. This should be somewhat challenging. Good, keep coming. I'm gonna see my timer and done. All right, next up, you have, front, side, and back leg lift. So with our right leg, you're gonna lift the knee up, you're gonna tap it down, you're gonna go to the side, and then go to the back. Okay, so let's do it together. Right leg up, right leg to the side, and right leg goes back with a bent knee. Keep going. Really stretch that band and then take it to the back. So when your leg goes up in the front, hip flexor, and we've got hips working, and then we've got glutes and hamstring in the back. All the while, your standing leg is bent just ever so slightly so that we can work on balance and stability. Good, keep coming. And when our leg goes to the back, we want to make sure that we're not arching our back like this to get it up higher. I'm feeling that right now. Hopefully you are too. And done. Okay, so the same thing's gonna happen on the other side. So again, preview it. Looks like this. Front, side, and then back. That's all it is. So feet hip distance, chest up nice and tall. Timer's gonna go in just a moment. Let's do it right now. So knee up, tap down in the middle, side, and then leg to the back. And again, profile. Up. So it's really vital that your standing leg, that the knee is not wavering in and out. It's really staying in line with your second toes. Good. You're also standing tall through these movements, not hunched over. Okay, that happens a lot when we kind of tight through our front from being in that rounded position most of the day. Woo! Oh, bam, snapped up. Almost there. Feel the stretch on the band. And last one right there, and done. So keep your band on. Now you're gonna pick up your weights. Remember those punches that we did in the warm-up? We're gonna do them with our weights, but to be more of a pull and a push. So legs are wide, kind of in a squat position, hinge at your hips, and reach, reach, reach. You're reaching across your midline, okay? And just punching down and pulling back up. I love this move for the core, okay? It's a little more gentle around the shoulders than being in the upright position and punching, but it still gets the ribs to move side to side. Now, instead of just a downward focus, pull up, okay? Exaggerate that pull back up to get the back and shoulders engaged as well. Come on, almost there. Heart rate should be high, even though we're not doing a ton of cardio today. Just from these weights and the constant movement. And time is up. Okay, set your weights down. Pause for a moment. So here's what's gonna happen. Leave your band on. Don't go anywhere. And we are gonna do 30-second intervals for each one of those exercises without stopping. So I'm just gonna set a continuous timer here. And I'm having technical difficulties on all ends. I don't know what my deal is. Okay, so could be, all right. So we're gonna set a continuous timer, starting with our lateral shuffles. Ready, set, and go. 30 seconds, keeping the feet wide. I'll call out the next exercise so that you have time to grab the weights, okay? So it's a really quick change up. So even though this is mostly strength training, because of the weight and because of the resistance and the constant movement, you're gonna feel your heart rate climbing. Almost there. We've got 5 seconds, and then we're gonna pick up the weights and go right into the bent knee deadlift right now. Pick up your weights quickly, grab them, and bent knee deadlift. Hands are wide, thumbs are pointing out, feeling your shoulder blades pull together. Even if you don't wanna use weights, you're still gonna feel this in your back. Keep going. From that side view, right here. Good work, good work. Woo. Keep coming. You got one more, and then you're gonna drop your weight, okay? Front side, back side with the band. Work one leg at a time, and then we'll switch to the other side. If you need to readjust your band, feel free to do that. And remember, it's not about how high you can get your leg. It's about keeping the squeeze in the muscle group that's working. If you need to hold on to something, you can do that. Almost there. And let's do one more and get ready to make that change right here to the other side. My band got a little twisted, so front side, back side, go at your own pace. Good work, good work. Don't get sloppy in the back. It's easy to do that, but it's a push up and back. Kind of like a donkey kick, really. Good, keep coming. 8 seconds to go. Next move is the wide squat punches. And last one in each direction here. Grab your weights, quickly bend your knees, punch, punch, punch. Come on, reach across. Almost there. Remember, not just pushing down, also pulling up when you go through these movements. Come on, 10 seconds left. And we're gonna have a quick breather, and then we're gonna do this whole set again for 30 seconds at a time. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Whew. All right, quick breather. Shake out, get a drink of water. And now, I'm gonna challenge you to do that whole set and hold on to the weights the whole time. Okay, you don't have to, but just for added challenge, try to hold on to the weights the whole time. So pick them up, side shuffles, ready? Let's go. Remember, or you could use side stepping squats. It's a great option. But fast feet, pressing against the band. Now keep in mind when you have weights, we don't want to pull ourselves forward. We want to keep our chest up and be strong holding those weights. Almost there, almost there. We can probably go down and back one more time. I want you to stop right in the middle and hold. Get yourself in position. If you don't have your weights, grab them and bent knee deadlift. Squeeze your butt on the way back up. Good. I think it's a nice time to catch your breath, but not really, huh? Good, we've got 10 seconds left right here. Now this next one's gonna be a challenge because it's that single leg knee lift, and we'll be holding on to the weights, right? One more. So if that's too much, put them on the ground. Otherwise, lock them right in here at your chest. Lift your knee, lift to the side and to the back, okay? Good, or maybe you want your hands closer to your hips. That's fine too. You could even put it right here on your shoulders. They're still challenging you just by holding onto weight. Good, knee on the bottom, standing knee bent to help with your balance. And let's do one more to the back. And then right away, readjust if you need to, left side. So knee up, side, and back. Maybe change your weight position the second time through. Work some different muscles. Good job. Sweating like crazy right here. Hopefully you are too. If you're not feeling your hamstring work when you go to the back, hug your heel towards your butt just a little bit more. Good work, good work. Let's do one more in each direction, and then we're gonna take a big recovery. Last one there, and done. Set your weights down. All right, good job. Oh, I forgot one thing, didn't I? So sorry. We are not done. No, we're not. I need to look at my notes. We have 30 seconds right here. Punch it out. So if you drop your weights, pick them back up. So sorry. You want to reach across the body. Reach and pull, push and pull. Your backs are going to be so strong from these movements, from this rotation. You've got 5 seconds left. That's it. So stay with it. And time is up right there. All right. Set your weights down to the ground. Whew. Now you get a recovery. Sorry about that. Let me stop this timer. Okay. So moving on to our next step. We're going to take our band off of our legs. Okay. So that's your first thing that you're going to do. And now you're going to move into an upper body sequence with the weights. So while you're recovering, you can practice with me. You can watch, whatever works for you. But you're going to do a bicep curl with the weights. You're going to pull back like a row, pull back. You're going to push forward and lower down. That's one rep. So let's try it together. So you're going to curl, row, push, and release back down. Okay, so that's your move. If you need to do it with one weight, you can sure do it with one weight if all you have is heavy weights. Okay, after that, we'll do some leg lifts to the side, and we'll just be rocking and rolling. So 45-second sets right here. Ready, set, pick up the weights, and begin right here. So we curl, we pull back, push forward, and lower down. So it's a big back and bicep exercise, especially as you find your arms out in front of you and you're lowering them down. So if it's too much to have your arms straight in front of you, you can even just do a slight extension with bent elbows and then lower down. Push back, push forward, and again, up, pull back. Now notice how my knees are bent here, my hips are slightly tucked. And again, keep coming, up. And that is your last one there. Put your weights down. All right, up next, you're gonna do a side leg lift to the right side. Okay, I'm gonna give you some arm options if you would like. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So standing leg, okay, nice and still, soft knee, and lifting that leg to the side. Option, up. So reaching your opposite arm out, and then bringing it across your hip. Now that might not be for everybody. You may need to hold on to something, that's okay. But focus on squeezing through the hips. Those abductors are gonna work hard right here in this position. Now I let you get a big opening for the front of the shoulder here as our core is working so hard to stabilize as our limbs are going in all directions. Good. Think about pointing your thumb up and back. And one more time. Done. Oh, I think my standing leg worked just as hard. What about you? All right, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. We'll start with just the leg, and then if you want to add the upper body, you can do that as well. 3, 2, 1, soften the standing leg and lift. Just a gentle tap to the ground. Even working the obliques here as you're lifting the leg to the side. And then if you're ready for it, open your arm up. Thumb is pointing back to really get the opening part of the chest. Now remember, try to reach across your midline. Give yourself that little crunch. Whew, more than halfway right now. Maybe take your other arm out for balance if you need to. Oh, my standing leg is hurting because it just worked so hard. How about you? Ooh, 10 seconds. Keep going, keep going. Let's try to get 3 more. 2 and 1. Right there, done. All right, let me look at my notes. All right, so with your mini band, okay, you're gonna grab your mini band. Now, I want you to grab your lighter mini band. Sorry, I'm gonna pause for a minute. I need to show you something. So, grab your lighter one. Now, you're gonna take your hand, so take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder, and then slide your right hand into your band. So you're gonna anchor this band to your shoulder. Your right hand is gonna be pushing down and then controlling back to that bent position. So we're not snapping it back up, okay? We're just controlling back to that position. So that is your first move. So left hand across the body, right hand's getting ready to push down, and begin. Good. And if you don't have a mini band that's light enough for this, you can try it as long as you want with that heavier mini band, and then you can do an overhead tricep extension with the weights. I just want to do something a little different because I found this move and I liked it. Okay, so just driving with the outside heel of your hand, pushing straight down, and just a little bit gentler on the elbows and shoulders. Good, keep going. You got 15 seconds left. And it's easy to just go fast through these movements and not get the benefit here, so take it kind of slow. Triceps should be popping at this point. And time is up. Okay, whew. Shake out that arm. Now, excuse me, that arm is gonna hold on the other side now. So put your your right hand through your band, anchor it to your shoulder, slide your other one in, kind of like a sling, right? And then you're gonna push down. Okay, so it may feel a little awkward if this is, non-dominant side. That's okay. I'm right-handed, but my right hand always feels non-dominant when I'm doing these things for some reason. Well, the reason is because I always start with my left side because I'm always mirroring you. That's why, but so this feels awkward for me. Okay, so again, from the side view here, extending, squeezing as hard as you can to make the triceps pop. And then controlling on the way back up. Okay, make sure you lift it tall. Again, if we go like this, it makes it easy. So lift tall. Here's 3 and 2 and 1 more time and done. All right, so starting from the top, we're gonna start with the curl row where we're gonna do everything for 30 seconds, okay, kind of continuous as much as possible. And then we're gonna repeat that again. Excuse me. Okay, pick up your weights. 30-second timer coming your way. Ready, set, weights on, and bicep curl. Row back, extend forward, lower down. Again, curl, row back, push. Now it's really important that your core is pulled in so tight, especially as your arms go forward. Because otherwise we have a tendency to do this, okay, like kind of lean back as our arms pull forward. We don't want that to happen. Forward and down, good. Just one more time through here, and that is it right there. So set your weight down, side leg lift. Doesn't matter which side you start on because you're doing both. So soften the standing knee. Right away, get after the arm movement if you would like to. Good. And not about how high you lift, even if you want to go high, you can, as long as you can keep good form. It's really about the squeeze in the hip. Good job, good job. Maybe go a little deeper in that standing leg because it feels so good. 3, 2, one more time. And we're going to make a quick switch to the other side and begin. Up. Again, if you don't want to do the arm, no problem. I think it just feels like a really great stretch for my shoulder. So I'm going to do it I'm doing lots of bands today with my other classes, so my shoulders are kind of tired. Okay, we got 10 seconds left. Go a little deeper in your standing leg. Maybe put your arm out for balance. 3, 2, and that is our final one right there. Pick up your mini band, put your hand in it, and begin. Remember, it doesn't matter which one you start on because you're going to do both. So top arm holds the band in place. Bottom arm is doing the hinging. Really control on the way back up. Remember, the benefit of the band is you work in both directions, as long as you try to at least. And let's do 3, 2, one more time, and release, okay? Switch to the other side, and here we go. So anchor it on, and let's resume that timer. Push down. So your elbow is out to the side, and you're just pushing that hand down. I'm gonna make next round a little challenging for you, throwing in some different tempos. So get ready for that next time through. Good, almost there. We've got 8 seconds left. Let's try to get 5 more presses. Good, here's 3 and 4, one more time, and 5, and done. All right, put the band down for just a moment. We are moving on to the curls, so you need your weights, okay? Remember this one? So pick up your weights and begin. And we curl, we row, we punch, we lower. Again, I want you to go 3 counts up, 3 counts back, 3 counts forward, 3 counts down. Again, slow and steady. Good job, good job. Ben and I did a really, really slow workout the other day. And as we were doing it, we're like, this is so easy. What's the big deal, right? And then we really felt it the next day. So it was a big deal. Set the weights down. Okay, you are moving into the side leg lift, but we're gonna go 3 counts up, 1 count down. So 3 counts up, 1 count down. Really take your time to grow nice and tall. Good job, good job. Slowing down that tempo makes our abs work so much harder to stabilize instead of just moving quickly. You've got time for about 1 more, maybe 2 more of these. Let's try right here. And get ready for the other side right away. And here we go, 3 counts up and quick down. Good, if you're not using your arm, no problem. Just work those hips. Recheck in with your core here every once in a while. We kind of get a little lazy sometimes when we're tired. We're gonna try to do 3 more of these. And up, 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 a little higher. And last one right here, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, grab your band. So on this next one, okay, we're gonna hold the band in place. You're gonna go quick down and then 3 counts back up, because that's the hard part. So quick down to the bottom, so anchor, quick, slow, 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 slow. Keep tension on your band, okay? If you need to, you can move your top hand a little bit higher to create more resistance. But I really like you to stretch it out and make it harder. And let's try to get 2 more here. Quick down. And 1 more, quick down. And time is up. Okay, switch hands. Really what you can do is just, I didn't realize that, flop it over to the other side. That's nice. All right, here we go. Hold on tight, quick down. Slow, 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 slow. Remember, make it harder. Hold on higher up on your body. Again, triceps should be burning, but the joints should be feeling pretty good using the bands. Take your time. Maybe you even want 4 counts to come back up. That's fine. And again. Good, almost there. You got 1 more. And that is all for now. So set that band down for a moment. Get another drink of water. We're going to take it down to the mat with our bands on this next one. So here's what's happening. Since we're going to be using our band on our arms, you want to use your lighter band. You're going to put your band around your forearms, okay? We're going to be in a plank position. We're gonna be walking forward in that plank. So if you wanna do it on your knees, I'm gonna give you some options here. You can be on your knees with your hips tucked, okay? And you're gonna walk your hand forward, forward, back, and back, just like that, okay? So really keeping tension on the band, and then back and back. You can do it on, I guess if you need to do it in tabletop, you could do that, or on your toes, okay? So 45 seconds. So try a couple different things and see what feels good. Let's get the timer going. And here we go. Band up. I'm gonna try some on my toes. And I'm gonna walk forward, forward, and then back and back. So even though when my hands come back, okay, it seems like they would come in. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to keep them, okay, the same distance apart, just moving forward and back. Oh man, do you feel your core so much more now? Doing these with the band. Ouch. Okay. If you needed to, you could go to your elbows, right? That would be another option to get off the hands if you wanted to. Good, one more time. Forward, back, and done. Rock back and stretch. All right, up next, lat pulls on the floor. So you're gonna keep your band right where it is, and you're gonna be prone on the floor, okay? Reach your hands out in front of you, tuck your toes, pull your elbows to your ribs, palms face the ground, and reach back out. Let's go. And pull. Now please notice my head is not doing this as I am moving through this motion. I'm keeping my chin pulled tight down toward my chest. And if this becomes too much with the band, take the band off and just do the arms only. But do whatever you can to keep your toes tucked and your butt squeezing. Oh man, it's burning. It's burning a whole bunch. Come on. We've got 5 seconds left. And one more time here. And done. Okay. You're gonna stretch here or just lay here for just a minute. Next move. Okay, I want you to take your weight. If you have an extremely heavy weight, this isn't gonna work with a weight for you. Okay, and I'm gonna give you another option. But what I'd like you to do is to put a weight between the arches of your feet. Okay, hug it really tight here. You're gonna slowly lower down and then quick back to the top. Okay, so we're gonna be here in this position with our elbows on the ground and our chest lifted and our butt squeezing nice and tight. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you also could put a band, okay, right here. I think this is gonna work. If I can even get my band on my feet, slightly embarrassing. Okay, that's not gonna work. So if you need to, you could hold here 1 foot and you could press away and then slowly bring it back in. You'll just have to switch sides halfway, okay? So that's an option if the weight doesn't work, but we're gonna try the weight. So here it goes. Between the arches of your feet, don't drop it on your body, and ready, set. So it's quick down, slow back up, and quick down, slow back up. We can change the tempo. You can do it either way, but it's good to find a pattern to work in so that we're not just going quick the whole time. So the place you should be feeling this is in your hamstrings, a little bit through your inner thighs, maybe some in your back because you're in this lifted position here, but hopefully it's not hurting your back. Good. We're gonna change the tempo, 3 counts down, and then quick to the top. Now notice my legs are not going all the way down to the floor. Okay, please don't go all the way down. And one more time here, and done, okay? So grab your weight, okay, just kind of stabilize it off to the side. Put your band back on your forearms because banded push-ups are next. So on the forearms, looks like this, and let's begin. Make sure it's actually forearms and not on your wrists. You can do these on your knees if you want to. You can do tabletop. You can do toes. But we are going to do these for 30 more seconds. So stay with it. Feel that resistance with the band. It feels so good. Feels like my core works harder when I'm doing it with the band. Come on, only 10 seconds to go. Let's try to get 5 more push-ups in. Woo! 3 and 2 and 1. Oh, guess what? I have time for one more. I'm gonna do it. And done. Sit back. Stretch it out. Okay. We're gonna be on our back here. So flip over onto your back. Grab your weights. You've got leg lowers. Okay, so begin with those leg lowers. That's the first part of this movement. If you want to stay with this only, you can. The next option is to add a chest fly as you lower your legs. So continue on. Keep in mind you can bend a knee if you need to make that a little bit easier. Okay, whatever works best for you. Good, we've got 15 seconds left. And if your arms are shot, guess what? You could just do the legs and you'll be just fine. Come on, come on. Let's go 5 seconds more. Woo! And done. All right, we made it. So now, that one felt like the longest one, but now we're gonna do all of it again, 30 seconds for each one. So it starts with a banded plank walk, okay, out, out, in, toward the end of your mat. So get ready for that. We'll go right into the prone lat pull where our arms are coming in and out. And then we will stay on our front side, put the weight between our legs for the hamstring curl, push-ups, and then we'll flip over for the scissors. Okay, we can do this. 30 seconds for every move. And get ready, get set. This is a walking plank. So band on your forearms, plank position, walk, walk, come back in. Really take it into a big walking plank. Alternate which arm goes first, just for a little change up every once in a while. Remember, you can go on your knees, you can go in tabletop, whatever works. Keep coming, 5 seconds left. Time for one more, and then right to the ground. So drop your knees, take your arms out in front. You're gonna keep the band exactly as it is, and you're gonna pull in, press out, tuck your toes, squeeze your butt, and tuck your chin. You should be pressing against that band, so rotating the external muscles in the shoulder are really feeling this. Come on, 10 seconds more. Pull, squeeze your butt so this doesn't hurt your back. Whew. And let's do one more. And done. Okay, quickly put the weight between your legs. So grab the weight, put it between your legs or your feet, sorry. And get ready to go. 3, 2, 1, quick down, slow back up. Squeeze the weight between your feet. Remember, chest is lifted ever so slightly. Good, you don't want to bring your heels all the way over your butt because if you drop the weight, it's going to really hurt. Now, slow down, quick up. Again, oh, that feels so good. Hamstrings working hard. Let's do one more. And done, okay? Grab the weight, or if it doesn't bother your back to set it on the ground by lowering, that's fine. Put your band back on your arms. We've got push-ups. Ready, set, and go. Come on. Try a few on your knees, and then pop up to your toes. Make sure the band is actually around your forearms, not around your wrist. Oh, we're halfway right there. Come on, you've got this. Look right out toward the end of your mat. 10 seconds to go. Come on, let's get 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Done. All right, flip over quickly. We're not done. Chest flies with the scissors. Grab your weights. Ready. Legs in the air. Go. Open and lower the leg down. It's kind of like rubbing your belly and patting your head, isn't it? That's okay. We can do it. So elbows lead the way, but your hands don't have to touch the floor when you're doing this move. Keep going, 5 seconds left. I'm going to take a break, and do it all over again. Done. All right, lay here for just a minute and recover. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna flip over. We're gonna start with the plank walks again. So you're gonna need your band. Put it around your forearms. Now, if you're like so tired of this band and it's hurting, then do it without the band, okay? Completely fine, or modify the movement, but 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? All right, here we go. Set, and begin. Walk it out, in, and in. Now try to do this without the band snapping your hands together or your hips rocking too much side to side. And remember the elbow option, just drop your elbows to the ground. It still works. Keep going. Oh. One more time, forward and back. And we are done. Okay, onto the ground. Arms out in front. Prone lat pull. Tuck your toes. Go. Okay, reach and pull. And I want you to slow it in each direction. 2 counts in, 2 counts back out. Keep going. So you should be squeezing your butt and your legs so much that your quads are starting to lift off the ground because you're that much control of this movement. And let's try to get 2 more right here. Oh. And last one, and done. All right, release the band. Put the weight between your feet or put the band on one foot, okay? So whichever one works. Anchored in there real tight. And let's go, quick down, slow back up. So even though you're here and you're kind of comfy, you're still pulling your abs up to support your back. 1 more at this pace. And we're gonna switch it up, 3 counts down, 3, 2, 1, big one up. Good, keep going, 8 seconds. Almost there. Let's get 1 more all together, 3, 2, 1, and done. Grab your weight or drop it to the ground. Put your band back on, push-ups. We've got this. Banded push-ups. Here we go. Come on, brace the core. Push-ups are moving planks. Always gotta get that band up where it needs to be. Remember, your elbows are pointing back at 45-degree angles. They're not at 90 degrees out to the side. Makes push-ups so much better for your shoulders. And just put your chest right on top of that band. Come on, 5 seconds more. Let's get 3 more. 2, 1, done. Lay on your back. Final move. Chest fly with the leg lowers. You're getting tired, just do leg lowers only. Arms up, legs up, and begin. I want to change the tempo. 3 counts down, 1 big one up. Oh yeah, that feels different, doesn't it? Keep going. We're gonna change the tempo again. Quick down, ready? Quick down, slow back up. One more time, and we made it. You are done. Put your weights down and lay right here for a moment. Stretch your arms over your head, arch your back off of the mat, and recover. Woo, we did it. Okay, we're not quite done. We still have about 8 minutes left of class. So we're gonna hug our knees in towards our body. We're gonna rock side to side. And I think I had 1 more round for you guys, but we're not gonna be able to finish all of it, so we're gonna do parts of it, okay? So put your band, your red band, or which your heavier band, on your legs. And we're gonna do some clams. So this is going right above the knees. Then I'm gonna have you roll over on your side. So if you don't wanna do bands, you don't have to anymore. You can do this move without a band, but you're gonna have your heels kind of behind your butt, your elbow under your knee, no, elbow under your shoulder. If you need to come down to the ground, you could do this as well, okay? So from here, I just want you to take your top knee, lift it up, keep your heels connected together, like glue them together, and then slowly lower, not all the way down, just halfway. So all the way up, halfway down, all the way up. Good, just nice and easy here. We're gonna do 30-second intervals. Okay, so begin right here. That should feel pretty good. And again, you don't have to be up on your elbow. Maybe you want to be down here. This is a great place to start. And let's do 3 more. And then we'll have a little intermission. And then we'll do it on the other side. So 1 more time. And done. Okay, lay on your back. Next up, you're going to take your legs. You're going to extend them along with your arms out. Okay, open your legs at the bottom of the movement. And then bring everything back in. All right, let's do that 1 more time as a practice. Extend arms and legs, open the legs in the bottom, and then bring it all back in. All right, here we go. Time starts right now. So extend, open the legs, in, and done. Push your low back to the mat. And your head stays grounded the whole time. Your neck gets a nice break while you're working the core in this position. Good, keep going. And we've just got time for about 2 more of these. So can you lengthen those arms a little bit longer? Stretch. And that was your timer. So now we did our clam on one side. We're gonna do it on the other side. So stack your hips on top of each other, knees on top of each other, heels connected behind your butt, either up here or down. Top leg lifts, slowly lower down. Good, keep coming. That's really common to try to lift that bottom leg off the floor, but you have to anchor with that leg. Okay, create some resistance so your top leg can really pull. Remember, don't come all the way down, just halfway. And you want to work harder, you can come up here. Stay strong through the upper body. 3 seconds more, and that will do it right there. Okay, it's time to stretch. That's all I have for you. We'll have a lot more, but that's all the time I have for you. So we're gonna take our band off and enjoy a nice stretch here. So take your legs out in front, sit nice and tall, take a big inhale. If you need to soften your knees, you can do that. Big inhale and then hinge forward and round your back. And then go ahead and take your hands to your calves or ankles and lift your chest up. So getting a little arch through the back. And then tuck your chin, roll yourself all the way up to a nice tall seated position. And take your right leg in, left leg out. And we're gonna just reach over toward that extended leg. And then if it feels good, when you take your right arm, think about lifting up. And then over you go. To that side body release. And to the other side you go. So left leg comes in. First, just kind of hinge over at the hip, kind of feel that through the low back. Whew. And then begin to lift the arm up and over, trying to go over the ear. And release onto our hands and knees. All right, first thing we're gonna do is tuck our toes, take your hands, place them down on the ground here so your fingertips are pointing towards your knees, and then just rock back a little bit. Feel that stretch through the forearms. And then hands reach out in front and hang out here in a child's pose. Can never go wrong with a child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the ground. Take your hands behind your back. If you need to move your knees wider, if that's more comfortable, go ahead and do that. Hands behind the back here. And then begin to lift them off your body as much as you can. And then we'll just take our hands back down to the ground, press ourselves up, and round through the spine. Look at your belly button. Okay. And we're going to scoop through our low back. Tilt our hips up. And then we're going to press off the floor. As we press up off the floor, take your right arm, circle it up, back, and around. Place it on your hip. Take your left arm, circle it up, back, and around. Place it on your hip. Hold here, squeeze your butt, lean back, open your elbows, tuck your chin, And we'll do right arm again. Circle it up, back and around, and switch. And hold on right there for a moment. Good. Take your right leg, step it forward, and drop into a lunge here, sliding your back knee a little further behind. Okay. All right, take both hands on the inside of your front foot if it feels good to do that. And then take the back toes, tuck them to the ground. We're going to lift the back knee off the ground and then lower down and up. Just at your own pace. And one more time. And release. Good. Rock back. And a little flexion in that front foot. Maybe you need to be up higher. Oh, hamstrings are tight. And let's switch to the other side. So lunge forward with the other leg. Slide your knee back. Stay here for a moment. And then if it feels good, bring the hands down to the inside of your front foot. All right, tuck your toes in the back. And then rock onto your front heel. Lift your chest. Stay right there for a moment. All right, let's roll ourselves forward. Walk our back foot in a few times. And put our feet underneath our hips. We're going to reach our hands out in front. Thumbs are up. And circle your arms up, back, and around. Let's do it one more time. Hinge. Thumbs are up. Circle up, back, and around. And place your hands behind your back. Okay, just hold them right there. Tilt your head to one side. And then just gently lower it down in front. And then up and over to the other side. Bring it down in front. And roll your shoulders up, back, and around. And you guys are done. We made it. Woohoo. I kind of like that one. I hope you did too. Feeling good?
Yeah.
Didn't like it? It went fast. I know.
Oh, it went fast. It wasn't too tough.
Good, good. I'm glad you feel that way because I have a feeling tomorrow we might not be saying that. just have this feeling, but who knows? But probably not. You guys are super strong. So cool. So this week, we're just retouching back in with macros again. I know we talked about that in the beginning, but sometimes it's easy to just let it all fade away. So it's a really good time to think about that, especially as we're moving into the holidays and we're eating more and, you know, all those things. So looking at your plate, kind of like, okay, do I have my proteins? Do I have my veggies? Do I have my fats, my carbs? Like all those things, looking at it and really being mindful of how that all looks instead of just grabbing and going and, you know, but putting it on a plate, enjoying what you have in front of you, and being able to keep track of things that way. So it's just an encouragement for you guys to look at that, especially, again, moving into next week, Thanksgiving, and just all of our favorite things, right? It doesn't mean you have to not enjoy them, but just making sure you have some balance, even if it is a little extreme, even if you're eating more, but still keep the balance, you know, of enjoying all of those different macros that you need, okay? Because you just feel better. That's the main thing, is you're going to feel better and you're going to keep your goals moving in the right direction. So what's working for you guys right now with your eating habits and all that jazz?
I think I'm finally back on the MyFitnessPal train consistently. Good. Thank goodness.
Good. Does it feel better?
Yeah, I try not to like focus too much on have you hit this calorie total, but more just about having the number in front of me. So I understand, oh, if I do have a day in which there was a piece of cheesecake involved, that means this much as far as like what I should be eating. But I try not to like stress too much or focus too much about getting it underneath that total number that's expected.
No, I think that's a really healthy way to look at it. Anybody else?
For me, if I eat more, I start to walk to lose the stuff I eat. So, and I lost about 7 pounds.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good job, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Walking is great, and especially before exercise or after exercise, it helps a lot.
Good. I'm so glad that that's working. Super cool. Yeah. Even just walking. I mean, anything that you do in your body and just, you know, keeping the blood sugar down is definitely gonna help overall with how you feel.
And of course, watching food as much, watching my food at the same time, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Not only walking, but both.
Watching your food too. Yeah. As we all know, that is the best thing. Do you guys remember Scott Hamilton from boot camp? He came to I'm trying to remember who you know him, Shelly. You know Scott Hamilton from the county.
Yes, I do.
So
he's in Hawaii, right? I think.
I know he's in Hawaii. Yes, he's living live in Aloha. But anyways, he was a longtime boot camper, and he always wanted to lose weight and all these things. And finally, last session he finally started changing what he was eating, and he dropped like 25 pounds. And so, I mean, it was just like really cool. So just like you, Sahar, that's great. Like noticing the food and exercise combo together is really what makes that difference. So anyways, I say that to encourage you guys because he was a longtime person that had wanted to lose weight forever. And some of you guys know him and, you know, so
Yeah.
to encourage you with that because I'm encouraged by that. So, yeah. So anyways, but tracking food, yeah, definitely. Like you can always jump back on that. I'm with you on that too, Michelle. I don't always like check the calories. A lot of times for me, I really am just trying to do the macros because I know if I hit my protein goals and I hit my, you know, carbohydrate goals and fat goals, then I'm generally eating the right kinds of things, you know? And so whether it's calories or not, it generally helps me to just kind of keep it in check. So yeah. So I'm encouraging you guys to do that this week. Practice this week so that next week you're a pro.
Yeah.
We actually have a vegetable at Thanksgiving. I heard lasagna was on the menu. And I'm like, should I bring a salad? Maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I always bring vegetable wherever I go if I'm going to a potluck or anywhere that I have to bring food. I always bring a vegetable because then you always have something healthy to eat, you know? So I think that's a great idea, Michelle.
All right. Thanks, Sarah. I'm going to head out. Good night, guys.
See you guys later.
Good night.
Good night. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Mhm.